let's go ahead and get started, guys. Here we go. Cue the intro. Woo! Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? Thanks for joining me today for another Breaking Bitcoin Market Update with your host, Justin Wise. Let me get the charts up here, guys. We'll get everything popping. Get everything popping today. There we go. We got a load. All right. Hopefully everybody's doing fantastic today on this Tuesday. Election day here in the United States, guys. Election day in the United States. Exciting times coming up, man. That means that the markets are poised. Looking at the traditional stock markets, the DJI, the SPX. There's going to be some big movements. Now we're seeing some positive movements today. SPX and the DJI both on the move upwards, up about 1% on the daily. But it's going to depend on it's going to depend on what happens in the ballot box tonight, guys. We will know. Now, for those of you who aren't American, who don't really care, that's fine. But you have to understand that the United States dollar drives the currency markets right now. And so those who are in the financial sector are hinged on this election because this is one of those unpriced in events. You don't know what's going to be the result of the election. And it doesn't matter what, I don't get political on this channel, guys. And it doesn't matter where your politics are. It doesn't matter whether you lean left or right. It doesn't matter whatsoever. All you have to understand is that from a fundamental aspect, if Republicans hold the House and the Senate, then people are going to be more bullish on the economy. And if Democrats take more significant control, meaning they'll have the ability to create more policy that is left-leaning, then people will be bearish on the economy. And I'm not saying that that's right or wrong. I'm just letting you know how people think in the financial sector. All right, so coming up, thanks everybody for joining me. We're going to get starting with a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin not doing a whole lot today, not super exciting, but let's see what we got, guys. Let's see what we got. Looking at Bitcoin on the daily. All right, so we were talking about this yesterday, guys. We can see that point of control is holding. Our point of control right here at $63.95, roughly $6,400. That's the white dotted line, guys, for those of you who are new to the channel. So the white dotted line is holding. Our point of control is holding. That is our strongest area of volume. And we pulled back and tested it. We've done that twice, but our candle close has been able to sustain it. It sustained it yesterday when we dropped 0.3%, and it's sustaining it today when we retrace that same level going up that same 0.3%. So really tight margins on Bitcoin. Again, not a whole lot of movement, and that's why we're seeing movement in the other altcoins, which is what we're always going to see. When Bitcoin is stalled and going sideways, the other altcoins are going to be pumping up hard or retracing fairly quickly because they're not the ones that are getting pumped at this particular point in time. All right, so Fisher Transform not giving us a sell signal. We had the Fisher Transform crossover buy down here. Would have entered on this bar, which would have put us in for the movement up beyond the point of control. We were also oversold at that point in time. And now we're looking for that overbought signal to look to be exiting the market, but we're not seeing that right now. Shorts have not picked up whatsoever. Longs are continuing to increase. And this is bullish to me. This lets me know that the market sentiment is overall bullish on Bitcoin. But we're not seeing massive movements in. So that's good. This is a good time to be entering tentatively into your long position and being prepared to be stop. You know, I've talked about this before. I would have my stop here around 63, 65, 63.70 because that's right underneath your high volume concentration. So underneath, not a lot of volume, not a lot of support to bring us up. I mean, we don't have a solid support line until 61.89, and then we're looking below 6,000. This isn't strong support. That's probably not going to hold. That wasn't strong support. That's probably not going to hold. So yeah, our next support's down here at 58.58. Yeah. So not looking terribly terrific for that sub $6,000 level, guys. Now I know we've been talking about it holding, but we're still looking for that capitulation level event. Daniel Clerk says, "What is your prediction on XRP end of 2018?" I don't have a solid prediction for what Ripple's price will be end of 2018. I highly suspect that it will be above 50 cents, but I do not believe it will be above $1. So I'm expecting between 50 cents and $1, but we'll be taking a look at XRP as soon as we get done with BTC and ETH. All right. And I'm predicting that Bitcoin will either be, I think Bitcoin, I'm almost positive that Bitcoin will be above 6,000, because if we have that capitulation style event below 6,000, it's going to be a quick rebound up, and then we're going to start moving up fairly quickly, guys. But right now, we're just looking for Bitcoin to hold the consolidation on the daily chart at $6,400. As long as we're able to stay above $6,400, we're looking for our next movement back up here to $67.59. So that's a good $400 movement, guys. So your risk to reward on this for entering at this point in time is quite fantastic, guys. You know, you're going to have your stop right here around 63.70, 63.65, as I've been talking about. And your upside potential is fantastic. I mean, you're talking about a 1% stop for a potential long right now, entering into your potential long. Thanks, Daniel. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining the stream, man. And again, we're not getting a sell signal from either the Fisher transform, and we're not seeing shorts massively pick up. So this and longs are still slowly, gradually rising. So this is quite bullish to me, guys. This looks good. This looks good. We broke down from the point of control, came back up, and we could see another 618 retracement pullback. In which case, I'd be waiting until we break the point of control again to enter, or I'd be looking for a bullish cross. Thanks for joining me on Twitch, guys. 5 viewers on Twitch. Thank you so much for joining me. 6 on YouTube. Make sure to smash that like button, guys. Really appreciate it, man. All right, so let's, you guys want to drill down into the lower time frames, go to the hourly chart and see what we're looking for a day trade set up today on Bitcoin, if you guys are looking at BitMEX. We want to look at the spot market price to kind of get our bias, and then we can go look at the mark price, the BitMEX price, or the Bitfinex price to look for entries and exits. So again, we can see that we're holding that point of control. Let's see what we had here. Let's pull out. Looking at our point of control and overhead, our next target's going to be at 63.49. So or 64.39. Sorry. So not a huge movement. That's a $10 price movement we could expect to see on the daily. If we zoom out and get a little bit more market data. All right, a little bit more market data. We can see here that if we take in this lower accumulation period, we're actually getting a little bit more significant support and resistance targets from our volume area. We can see that we're able to gap up and break out. That would have been the initiation to go long right here on this gap and break out of resistance right here. And then we were able to hit our 382 Fibonacci retracement. We pulled back down to test the upper level of resistance, and then we were right off to the races, guys. So we're still holding this area right here. So zooming in into just this period, we can see that we are holding the point of control. Point of control is gradually moving upwards and pushing price up. So where would our stop be right now? If we're long on our day trade scenario, you could either have your stop at 63.95 or 63.80, depending on what targets you were looking at. And looking at our hourly time frame, again, our next targets of support are going to be same as I mapped out earlier here on the daily chart. Let's see here. $64.46, $65.37. So I don't think we're going to see a crazy amount of volatility. I don't think we're going to see a crazy amount of volatility from Bitcoin today. So sorry for everybody who's kind of chilling on BitMEX. But again, I'm tentatively long on Bitcoin right now. I don't see any reason to exit your long position. You know, the next area we're looking at right here is that 67.57. And we've got some stops here in the $6,500 and $6,600 range. So I think you could be targeting those psychological levels of resistance. But I don't see any reason to be dumping out of your long right now, guys. You got to play the long position. All right, guys. Again, thanks so much for joining me, guys. All right, let's go and take a look at Ethereum. All right. Getting some good upload speed today. Not a whole lot of dropped frames, which is good to see. Hold on a second. I've got to refresh my browser because I'm starting to get a little bit of a slowdown. And again, I'm pretty sure if Scott had made me a better computer, then we'd be quite all right. So let me refresh my page because that fixes the situation. And then we'll drill into Ethereum here, guys. All right. So let's look at Ethereum here on the daily. Let's zoom in, see what we got going on. All right. This is something I had talked about yesterday, guys. I've been talking about this yesterday. I said if we were able to hold this breakout of the consolidation range, we're looking to gap up, and I said we're still looking at targeting that $227 price range area. Ripple flippening ETH briefly again. Ooh, the Ripple flippening. Shady business of building a better computer. Hey man, I don't know what to tell you, dude. A little bit of CPU lag, but it's good at what it does, man. I appreciate it. For all your local tech repair needs, guys, make sure you hit up Revival Tech Repair. Shout out to Scott Lantow there, moderating for us. So, yeah, I talked about this the other day, man. You know, we had gone up. I said if we can hold this breakout support right here, which we did, we pulled back to test our resistance turn support, and then we're continuing off to the races, guys. And we had multiple entry signals here, guys, in this consolidation range. Our last entry signal would have been on this candle right here at 197, between 198, and we're still long, guys. I don't see any reason to exit your Ethereum long. Shorts have significantly dropped off, which is good, and longs are still gradually rising, which is good. And we're not seeing a huge, massive spike in volume in an established uptrend, which would let me know. I know what to tell you. Equals buy another 8 gigabytes to push it to 32 gigabytes. Well, you're the man. Go ahead and send it on over, man. Send it down. Send down the RAM. All right. And we're not seeing that massive spike in bullish volume, which would make me want to exit the long position, feeling that buyers are exhausted. We're not seeing that yet whatsoever at all. All right. So where's our next areas that we want to be targeting? All right. So again, 227. You could play it a little bit safe and say 224, 225, and then 229. And then really there's not a whole lot above us, guys. So then we got to zoom out a little bit and get better targets. All right. So then our next area is going to be, again, we're looking for confluence with support and volume. All right. So there's a next level of resistance right there, $270. And then not a whole lot above us, strong resistance in this area beginning at 418. So guys, there's almost nothing here. We get above 270, the only hitch right there is that 285 to 290. So anything above 300, I don't see anything stopping us from going all the way up to $400, guys. So again, looking at the shorter term scenario, look at the hourly chart today for Ethereum and see what's going on. Okay. So yeah, look at this. Nice ascending pattern that we've got right here. Higher lows on the Fisher transform, bottoming above the zero, lets us know the uptrend is likely not exhausted. And we're just trying to break past this resistance at this top of 217. This back, we were able to move above the volume area on the 1 hour, hold support, and now we're moving up. So all we're looking for is for this new local low right here to hold at $210.50, roughly $210.60. So that would be our new stop loss moving up on the hourly. Or you could even take the swing low if you wanted at 205, but I'd be locking in profits the more and more we move up. We're well above the point of control, trading above the point of control here, and we're just looking for this support to hold. So probably going to see a pullback here now that we've moved up quite a bit. So where's our area to enter, guys? Oh, we're just looking at our 618 retracement. We're right down to that 209, guys. So again, we're just looking for that. We're just looking for this ascending support to hold, and we're holding on to our long positions. No need to dump them yet, guys. You give it the benefit of the doubt until things start reversing. Hey, what's going on, the real Stagger Roach? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining the stream again, man. All right, guys, make sure to throw any questions that you have. And now let's get to our favorite coin. We need to have a goddamn intro for Ripple, man. We need to have a Ripple intro. Like, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. It's time for Ripple. I fucking love Ripple, dude. Oh, man, for real. Maybe not even from like a technical fundamental standpoint, but just from the love of trading it and the upside potential that it has. Jeez Louise, Papa Cheese. 52 cents. I had talked earlier about, the question was, what was my end of year target for Ripple? Well, definitely above 50 cents. Probably not above $1, but we'll see. It's going to depend on when this crypto bull run starts off, because the bull's got to prove it right now, guys. I mean, when you've had a year-long downtrend like we've had, you know, people are talking about like, what is this, seller's last stand, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. It's not seller's last stand. The bulls need to prove that they're serious about moving price up, and we need to start seeing a bigger influx of new individuals, of new money starting to flood the market. And I think what we're seeing with things like once the ETF gets approved, when back futures launch, these are all huge, huge, huge things, man. Fidelity to another degree, but I'm excited about that. I'm excited about Fidelity coming into the space with their 5.2 or 7 point whatever billions of dollars under management. Yeah, that's fantastic. You know, I doubt they'll put more than 1% into cryptocurrency, if even that. However, that's still billions of dollars. That's still, 5.4 trillion, I believe, is what Fidelity has under portfolio management. So that's still like more than the entire market cap of cryptocurrency right now. And guys, the market cap's holding above 200 billion. So things are looking quite nice. I actually saw a chart the other day. Somebody was charting out the hey, Michelle, thanks for joining us. Somebody was charting out the total market capitalization. And it's cool because we're coming up on resistance and they were charting support and resistance. And I really like to see nice, cool, interesting things like that. All right, guys. So let's take a look here at Ripple. All right. So we were talking about this yesterday, guys. We were talking about this yesterday. Point of control right here. We were looking for that point of control to hold. We were talking about that we're probably going to gap up quite bullishly and move to one of these low volume nodes if we were able to break above. And what happened overnight? That's exactly what happened, man. You know, over the last 3 days, we continued to go up and up and up and up and up. And we can see that this point of control was held here. And yesterday we had a really incredible spinning top doji movement up all the way down to retest that point of control. It's not magic, guys. Do you see where that candle ends? Do you see where the candle ends? That's why I trade the way I do. Where does the candle end up here? It's not magic, guys. Best indicator out there, VPVR. Live market data volume. Learn to use it. It's a powerful tool in your toolbox. Crypto Friends says XRP to the moon. Thanks for joining us, Crypto Friends, and thank you for the subscription. All right, so what's going on with Ripple right now in the short term? Okay, well, we haven't gotten the sell signal yet, but again, obviously, if you were watching on the smaller time frame, and we'll look in and zoom in and see what the Fisher would have given us on the 6 hour or the 1 hour, we could have gotten a, all right, gotta watch. Thanks for joining us, man. All right, we could have maybe gotten out here at the top. But again, as long as that point of control holds, guys, I'm still tentatively, I'm still bullish on Ripple. I would have been long on Ripple as soon as we crossed over, but we see here now the shorts are starting to pick up a little bit, but they're still significantly underneath longs. So, and I'm not seeing a massive increase in buys yet. Like there was much more buying here and much less buying here. And so as you can see here, sorry, let me take volume. Take volume and move to a new panel below. There we go. Okay. So I just want to point this out, guys, so you can understand the trading strategy. So here we have like here we're moving in a moving uptrend, and then you see a candlestick like this. You see a candlestick like this where there's nothing but buying volume, massive, like completely insane buying volume. And then this huge wick to the top. That's generally where you want to be looking to exit the market. And when you're seeing something like that happen right in front of you, you want to be switching to a smaller time frame. That's the only way that you're going to be able to get out at the top, because that's a beautiful trade. If you're able to get in anywhere here in low volatility and consolidation, which is where you want to be entering the market, this is not generally an area where you would optimally want to be getting in. People aggressively market buying into upward moving situations are typically not going to do as well as individuals that learn to buy into consolidation and low volatility. The reason why is because that gives you, when you're buying into strong momentum upwards, not only is your aggressive market order chasing liquidity the wrong way, so you're going to be buying in at a worse price because the market is moving upwards rapidly, and that means that that market orders are being pushed up. So when you actually click that market order button and you're on like a big green candle like this, the price that you're at when you click that button is not going to be the price that you settle at. It's actually going to be potentially significantly higher, which means that what's the first rule of Crypto Club, guys? Buy low and sell high. You're not going to be able to buy low if you're buying into price moving up. Now, don't get me wrong. That's where most people start out. Most people start out looking for coins that are pumping and buying into a coin that's going to pump, and then they're able to catch a little bit of that movement unless they're buying in here. I mean, this is sad, guys. You know, all this, somebody bought there. That's what that represents. The very top of that wick, somebody bought there. This is where retail traders get fleeced. People bought all the way from the top of the close up and all the way from the bottom up, guys. This represents buying, okay? So, oh man. All right, Real Stalker Roach says, smash those likes, man. Smash that like button, guys. We really appreciate it, man. Yeah, so this all represents people buying. So these are trapped position buyers. So this is telling me like we need to be careful as we get up here, because all these people that bought in here and got trapped, they're looking to sell at profit or break even. And so that means that's something that we need to be cautious about, and that's why this area up here from 57 cents all the way up to 75 cents becomes strong resistance. But if we can get over that resistance, then I mean, geez, there's not, let's look at what we got above us. Not a whole lot, guys. Yeah, I mean, very, very low resistance, guys. So let's look for what is strong. Let's look for confluence here, guys. Let's match it up with volume. Okay, so that seems to make sense to me right there. Oh, man. Oh, okay, that's why. Yep. That seems to make sense to me right there at 91 cents. Strong resistance right there. This seems to make a lot of sense to me right here with high volume node right there at $1.22. Now let's look in the short term. All right. This seems to make a lot of sense to me. This is strong resistance right here at 69 cents. All right, guys, so there's our levels. There's our levels of what we're looking to get over. All right, so current volume is telling us that the current resistance right now is at about 60 cents. All right, but again, we've got price went from a high volume node and moved into a low volume node and got returned. In fact, we moved all the way up to that 382 Fibonacci retracement level, guys. So as long as we're able, I'm gonna have to make a template here. So when I chart with the black background, you guys can see a little bit clearer what I'm doing. Template save as width. All right, so look, guys, look, that's even better. You can see here that I've charted the swing high movement from the low to the swing high here. And here's our Fibonacci retracement points. All right, look, price came down to the 786 and held support. As long as price can go all the way down to the 786, but as long as it doesn't go below the 786, it means we're still looking to go up. And then we come up to the 618, the 618 holds, and now we're just trying to get above that 382, and it looks obviously like we're consolidating around the 50% retracement level right here at 49 cents, guys. So I think we're quite good, and we hit my initial target, guys. I mean, look, I charted this like 5 days ago, and I put these targets out, and I was talking, I mean, we hit 52 cents. I was saying yesterday, where are we going to go? I said 52 cents. What do? We blew all the way past 52 cents, all the way up to 57 cents. All right. So sorry that I undercut it for you guys a little bit. Not right all the time, but when I'm right, I'm right. So congratulations to people who took that trade. Listen, last night on BitMEX was good in the trading group. We were able to catch good Bcash movement. Broke even because we attempted to short XRP. XRP moved against us. We just called it a little bit late, but Bcash, because of our position size, we were able to get out a lot better, guys. So please join us in the Discord. Scott, hit him with that link. If you guys want to follow along with our live trade ideas, and our one-on-one mentorship program is live. We'd love to see you in that Discord, man. Website being rolled out, trading bots being rolled out, trading resources and signals and strategies being rolled out every single day. It's exciting time, man. Exciting time to be in cryptocurrency. Okay, so, sorry, let me get a little bit more specific with Ripple here. So I think we're going to see a little bit more continued bullish movement, guys. I don't think this trend exhausted. This is about the time that we want to see a pullback, and I just want to see this 618 hold. As long as we stay above 45 cents, I'm good, I'm in it. Got to hold that point of control. See if we can get a pullback on this recent movement. What I want to see. Go look at the, let me look at the 6-hour chart, guys. That's my chart. That's my preferred chart. All right, so where do we see our last decline? All right, let's measure that. All right, so in the short term, where are we looking at retracing to? Potentially 50 cents, potentially 50 cents, potentially 48 cents. All right, that's cool with me. I'm cool with the pullback to 50 cents or 48 cents. I'm cool with that. I'm even cool with just a pullback to retest, which is what we're seeing right now on the current 6-hour candle. A pullback to retest this last target that I had put out, which is the entire trading range, and that makes sense too, at 52 cents. I think that we potentially will probably go lower than that, though. Look, I'd like to see a retracement to 50 cents and 48 cents. I'd like to see some healthy profit taking here. I mean, this is a pretty significant movement. And this spinning top doji lets me know that there's still a lot of sellers, but a lot of buyers buying the dip, guys. But I think it'd be healthy to see a pullback here to 50 cents, maybe even 48 cents. But I want to see us stay above 48 cents. And below that, we got to stay above 45 cents. Otherwise, we're trading in the wrong direction. So, I mean, you got to go in the direction of the market, guys. Probably a good time to be taking some short-term profits from your Ripple longs if you're on BitMEX or Bitfinex. But you're going to be looking to get back in because I definitely don't think that this uptrend is exhausted right now. So, Ripple's still looking really quite good, guys. Litecoin's kind of boring. Litecoin looks boring, guys. I'm not going to lie. But I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, and we'll see what's going on. Move our volume down. Oh, I moved it the wrong way. Sorry, guys. Move to the panel below. All right, heck yeah. All right, so side BFXLS for a little bit, guys. Side BPVR. And let's get rid of that. And let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. That was the last trade we had called on Litecoin. Entered here on the Fisher crossover. All right. So, Litecoin on the daily, guys. I don't think it's going to happen, guys. I mean, Litecoin is making a good college try, guys. We've got that bullish volume coming in, and we're attempting to break out of this descending wedge that we've been trading into, guys. But they're going to need to prove it to me, guys. I mean, traditional TA says we need to make a break above this channel and start breaking up to the upside before I'm looking to go long on Litecoin right now. In fact, I'm more inclined to short Litecoin right now. Why? Because statistically, it is the highest, it is the most likely thing to occur is for Litecoin to stay within this range. It takes significant market movement for something to break out of the trading range and start making significant, to start climbing and making higher highs. So yeah, just the more likely thing at this point in time is for Litecoin to descend back down into this range. So I would be going short on Litecoin at this point in time. Where would my stop be? Well, we do see Litecoin holding the point of control. So that is the one. That is a one case for the bulls right there, right? We had this nice movement up, came back to retest the point of control, and now we're staying above it, and we're making an attempt to break above this trading zone, guys. So if we're able to get above, we're able to have a daily close above this area right here, then I'm going to be looking to take Litecoin all the way up here to $60. That's a good. That's a nice 10% movement, guys. 12% movement from current price area right now. So you could go ahead, you could even take that potential long. It's not the way I would trade, but you could take that potential long and you could set your stop right here below the point of control, would be fine. But really the smartest stop would be to set your stop at $51. So see that R to R is not there for me. I'd rather take the breakout trade and be able to set my stop below support. So you always have to be thinking in the direction of risk to reward ratio. You want to make sure that your trade is setting you up quite nicely. And you can see that the better entry right here was when we tested the lower area of support right here. And I know that this is hindsight 2020 is when I draw this trend line, but you could have even had this one drawn and thought to yourself, all right, look, we're breaking back up into the trading range. I'll enter here. And that would have been congruent with when Fisher Transform gave you the oversold crossover signal to buy on this candle right here. But as we're seeing right now, it seems like we're moving into the territory of overbought on the Fisher Transform indicator. And we're probably going to get that crossover sell signal right here. So that's why I'm more bearish on Litecoin, and really I'm positioned short on Litecoin. Then I'm going to be bullish. If we're able to break above this trading range, then that's a different story, but just not seeing it. So if we're going to day trade Litecoin, what are we looking at, guys? All right, again, we can even see that bearish bias being a little bit confirmed here, guys. Lower high. Do we see any divergence? No, not really. The lower highs, higher lows. Looking for divergence here. All right. Zero lines holding. So we're still trying to make a go of breaking up above that line, guys. So I could see it. But just on the daily chart, I got to be honest, man. If you're trading the indicator the way that I trade it, I mean, again, we just saw a pullback to that upper volume area level, and we're looking for that to hold as support. And where's our resistance at? Well, our resistance is right here at $55.22. So you could try to be short from $55.22. You could try to be long from $54.17 to $55.22. Where would your stop be at? Well, again, I don't think the risk to reward ratio is there for me, because what are you going to do? Set your stop here? I mean, that's fine, but that's too tight for me. I don't see the point in that trade. You're gonna set your stop here. Okay, well that's about equal R to R. Is that trade worth it? It doesn't seem worth it in my eyes. Doesn't seem like this is not the trade that I would want to be taking. But we can see that we are making an attempt to hold that support, but it's not a lot of volume, guys, compared to this support and this support. So I'm not expecting it to hold. Not expecting it to hold. And I have to take my bias from the longer time frame. The longer time frame looks bearish to me. So I zoom into the hourly chart and I'm like, okay, well I could potentially trade Litecoin to the upside for a few hours, but am I looking at opening up like a leveraged like 15x, 20x like long on Litecoin? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Doesn't make sense to me. But again, seems like we're getting a Fisher buy signal right here. And we're topping above the zero line. But again, it's really tight, guys. So let me zoom in so you can see that Fisher transform closer. Yeah, look, we had the buy signal right here. Had the buy signal, but then we immediately had the sell signal. All right, so it's just not definitely tricky to decide to be safe with stop loss and minimize loss of capital, or if you feel it is more of a likely trade, Fed to set it lower to avoid stop loss hunting. Yep, yeah, man. Like having good R to R in your trades is the most important thing in setup, man. Because if you're able to maximize you're gonna have losing trades like all the time, like all the time. Like people on Telegram will tell you that like we're 100% with all our calls. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's not how you can make a living off of trading, guys. It's not going to be that way forever. It's not that way realistically right now. You know, you're gonna have lots of losses, but that's okay. You're gonna have lots of small losses and then several big wins, and that's what you want to set yourself up for with having good R to R. Right? You want to have low risk, high reward. All right, and you want to be able to use. That's why I like VPVR. Because it can help me out with targets. It shows me what strong support and resistance is. It lets me know where to set my stop loss. I mean, it's just a fantastic indicator. So, yeah, we can see here just strong selling pressure, guys. And the bulls aren't seeming to pull this price up, even on the hourly, guys, if I'm really honest, right? So, okay. So yeah, we're only really seeing the bullish bias the way if I zoom way into the chart, right? So I've got to zoom all the way out to get more relevant market data, guys. So yeah, I got to take my bias on the daily time frame. You know, I just feel that it's a much safer short, and I'm not seeing the short term play. Now, if we're able to get above this this trend line right here, well then fuck it, yeah, dude. I'll be looking at zooming into the hourly chart and looking for an entry after the pullback. All right. Sorry, guys, just getting over a little bit of a chest cold. All right, what did I say else we were going to look at? Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash. You guys want me to look at it in Bitcoin or USD? Probably better to look at it in Bitcoin. But I'm a USD bias trader, so let's look at Bitcoin Cash on Bitstamp. Probably the best. Oh my god, look at that pump. All the pumps that be like this. Bitstamp only goes back to December. Okay, not bad. We got good market data here, guys. Man, look at that flaming pile of shit right there, guys. I don't know what to tell you, man. Oh, man. Bitcoin Cash. Oh, man. Shorts have skyrocketed on Bitcoin Cash. Short skyrocketed right here. That's crazy as fuck. That's when you want to go long. You see when the short skyrocketed? You see that, guys? That's when you want to go long. That's the movements that I'm talking about, guys. When the entire market thinks price is going to go one way, you want to be a contrarian and trade the opposite way, guys. All right, so we were just able to break above support, man. All right, let me get relevant market data. All right, cool. That's what I want. What I want to see. So we're able to break above the point of control, and we're looking at what is strong support and resistance. Okay, well, this was our last resistance that we're able to break above. That was fairly strong right there. So we're looking for that to hold. That corresponds to the point of control right well. And has this been strong resistance in the past? No, it has not been. This is relatively weak resistance. We're looking more for this resistance right here. See if we can find congruence. Yeah, more like this level right here. That's what we're looking at for strong support and resistance. All right, so now we can zoom in and see. All right, and we have congruence when we zoom into the current market conditions. All right, 764, strong resistance. 697, strong resistance, guys. This resistance right here does not seem that strong. And we're looking, the next area we're looking to hold for the bullish move up is 509. That's a long margin. I know it's a long margin, guys, but these are long time frames, guys. So we established our new recent low at 503. Doesn't really seem like this uptrend is exhausted yet. Seems like there's still potential. Fisher transform moving into the overbought, but we're not getting the sell signal yet. But again, you want to be cautious. This is not the time to be entering the trade. You want to be taking the pullback moves, guys. You want to be taking the pullback moves. You want to be taking the pullback moves. You want to be looking to take profit, guys. Longs going way up on the daily to rise with shorts. So now longs and shorts are quite equal. Means there's going to be a lot of challenges for price to continue moving higher. You reach a nexus, guys. There we go. You reach a nexus where price is just simply not able to continue on much higher. All right. So 604, let's see here. Our next, actually 567 would be our next area of support. Looking for 567 to hold. If 567 doesn't hold, again, we're looking at that 506. But again, we're still trading above the point of control. Zooming out, where's the point of control at? Point of control still well below us, guys. So we're actually coming up on an area of very low volume. So that's why I'm saying that I wouldn't be dead on Bitcoin Cash yet. There's a lot of upside potential, guys. There's not a lot of resistance up to 764, guys. Not a lot of resistance whatsoever. 658 does not represent strong resistance to me. But here's our levels. Levels above us. 658, 764. Levels below us to hold. Currently looking to see if we can break 604. And we're looking to hold 567, guys. So we could be looking in. Let's go zoom in. Yep. I charted this out last night. I had tweeted this out last night that we were looking for this symmetrical triangle to hold, and that it was going to break to the upside, and that's exactly what happened. See this continuation pattern right here? All right. That's a nice little continuation pattern there, guys. And it looks better on the 1 hour chart. And I had tweeted it out from the 1 hour chart last night. But we were able to, as soon as we were able to gap up above it, boom. And where do we go? Well, I've been telling you guys how to measure breakouts. Measure the entire width of the symmetrical triangle and measure up from the point of the breakout right there. Let me move this over a little bit. Bam. Just about. Went a little bit above it, but that would have been a great target, guys, if you were going long. It would have been a great target, guys. All right. So looking at profit taking right now on Bitcoin Cash, but on the 6 hour chart, got the buy signal right here on this candlestick. Now price did move up pretty significantly high, so we have to take that momentum into account. So after that breakout trade, after we hit those targets, we have to look for a pullback, guys. Have to look for a pullback to enter. So 565, and again, was that support I was talking about? 568. Maybe we don't go down that low. Maybe we go down to that 50% retracement, 575. But again, you want to be looking at these areas right now to re-enter into the trade. You want to be looking for that pullback. Or you want to be looking for that break of 604, moving to the upside, and a close above it. Well, then you can continue, you can be trying to take that breakout trade right there. Bullish momentum. But most of us are still long on Bitcoin Cash. No reason to exit the trade yet. We've got lots and lots of areas that can hold before we're looking at exiting Bitcoin Cash. All right, guys. I don't got any advertisements to pay the bills right now. I will be soon. Partnership with Your Crypto Daily. Let's see here. What do we got going on this week, guys? We've got, feel free. This is the point in time. If you guys have any altcoin requests, feel free to post them in the chat. I really appreciate it, man. Thanks everybody for joining us. Make sure to smash that like button, everybody. And we're just going to pay some bills here for a second. So check out Your Crypto Daily in the Discord. Johnny Boy Crypto, Red Planet 32, supporters of the show. Check out mmopro.org, supporters of the show. Let's see here. We've got Calum from the ZOX project coming on the show later on this week. Been talking to another individual on Twitter about coming on the show later this week. That should be exciting. I'm not going to throw him out there because I don't want to embarrass him or me if our plans don't work out this week, but potentially looking at doing a couple interviews on the live stream this week. So that's going to be cool. It's going to be cool, guys. Tune in for that. You're going to like it. Trying to bring on some good traders and some guys with good projects so we can talk about what is going on in the cryptocurrency markets, guys. All right, well, if you guys don't have any requests, I'm just going to pick a random shitcoin to look at. Wan Chain looks like a good entry. DTO looks like a good entry. Safe Key we entered into. Poet looks like a good entry. But let's talk about Stellar Lumens. Hell yeah, guys. Told you we broke out of the channel. Told you we broke out of the channel. I've seen lots of thoughts going to 12,000 then back to 6,000. What do you think about Bitcoin? Well, I think that going below 6,000 is more appropriate. I mean, honestly, guys, this is not how markets bottom. I want to see the market bottom in a truly healthy way, get the order books cleared out, get all the weak hands out, and allow those who know what to do with the money to buy into the positions. And then you're going to see things like Crypto Friends wants me to look at Bitcoin Gold. Absolutely, sir. Let me answer this question on Bitcoin. So again, I have to use my 80% of my position. 80% of my position has to come from like fundamental analysis and sentiment analysis. And overall sentiment and mentality and trading method tells me that it's much more likely for Bitcoin to have a capitulation style event where we spike massively down to that $5,500 range and scare the fuck out of everybody. And then individuals are able to buy that dip and price can now move up quite rapidly because sellers are no longer in the market to push price down. And the only supply excess we have to worry about is all the new Bitcoin being mined every day. Not all of which is entering the market. I think a good percentage of it's entering the market, but not all of it. I'd like to see some actual metrics and statistics on that, but I've seen so many different metrics that I don't have reliable data on that. Because that's private information. You have to look at like what percentage of I'm sure you could see. I'm not a chain analysis guy. I'm sure you could look at chain analysis and see from all the mining pools, how much Bitcoin is being transferred onto exchange on a daily basis and being turned over and sold. Because that's something people don't take into account. What, like 1,800 BTC entering the market every single day, potentially to be sold? And the fact that price is able to move up with that increasing supply is quite incredible. Quite incredible. So, honestly, I don't see Bitcoin on the daily, right? If we start breaking these resistances, guys, and the bulls start showing that they mean business, absolutely we can go to 12,000. Like right now, I'm tentatively bullish. All right, welcome back, Scott. Like right now, I'm tentatively bullish, but you got to trade with the market, man, and the market can switch on you on a dime, and that's why it's difficult. It's difficult making these long-term predictions. Like, do I think Bitcoin will be above 100,000 by 2021? Yes, I do. I really, really do. Do I think that but right now it's just so uncertain, man. Like when you've been trading downwards for an entire year, and now we're entering into a consolidation range. It's so difficult to tell you whether price is going to have a stop loss hunt, which is typically what you're going to see, or whether whether this was the bottom and we're going to move up from here. And that's just being honest as a trader, because I can't base, this is what I do for a living, man. I can't base my trades off of all these clowns on YouTube running around talking about, oh, this is what price is going to be in a year. Okay, well, that doesn't matter to me. I care about what price is right now and what it's statistically likely to do. And I've been doing this for 10 years, man. And the way that markets bottom is generally with fear and panic. And I'm not seeing that right now in Bitcoin. So I think it's much more likely that we have a capitulation movement down below 6K before we move upwards into those $12,000 regions. But again, the bulls can prove me wrong. If we start closing above these levels of resistance and then start establishing new floors of support, well then fuck yeah, dude. Like, let's go. But I'm tentatively bearish really on Bitcoin until we get above 9,000. Like, I'm not going to... And what I mean by that is that, okay, well, yeah, hell yeah, I'm bullish to 9,000. But until we get above 9,000 convincingly and hold that as new support, then PuppyTube says 30,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year. I don't think so, man. I really don't. I'd love to see that. Like, I got a lot of Bitcoin, man. I want to see it happen. But it's just not, you know, it's just not typically what I see. This is not typically how markets bottom. If we see that capitulation style event and then move up, 6K holds, then I'm going to be like, guys, the bottom's in. We're going to be making new all-time highs. But until we break 9K, I'm not going to be saying new all-time highs, guys. I mean, you know, I think we can definitely, there's still a lot of goddamn, if you can suffer a little drawdown. PuppyTube says $20 Ripple by the end of the year. Hey, I love it, man. I love it, dude. I fucking hope so. I got a lot of Ripple too, man. Yeah, if we can, if we establish that new floor, then yeah. And I just trade, man. I just trade. Hopefully that's helpful. Crypto friends asked me to look at Bitcoin gold, so let's do that. So we actually took profits on our Bitcoin gold trade that our analyst Alex called. So let's look at this puppy on the 6 hour. All right. So we are trading. Yeah, okay. Let me get just this data in the market. All right. So consolidation to the movement upwards. Okay, this is what I want to see. All right. So we're trading good above. We're trading well above this volume area right here, but I need to actually zoom out so I can see. Sorry. Let me get market data. Got to start big and work your way in, guys. All right. So we got resistance, got resistance, got resistance, and support. Okay, look at it like that. Where we're currently at. We're currently right here. Currently right here. Now that's Bitcoin gold for a while. All right. Been good. Been good. Now we had looked at this yesterday. So that would have been about 18 hours ago. What did I say 18 hours ago? So this is 6. Candle's about to close in, shoot. 12 o'clock candle, 6 o'clock candle. So this candle's going to close in 3 minutes. So that's 6, 12, 18 hours ago. I was talking about taking profits and we were up here. All right. Now we're back up here again. And I'm still tentatively talking about taking profits, guys. It seems like we've tested this this resistance 3 times. And we did pull back and look for support to hold, guys. So if you were trying to catch a top, I would tentatively be looking at taking profits here still. But depending on where you entered the trade, I mean, fuck, we entered down at like, I can't remember when, 42. I think this is where we got in at 42 on this last movement. So yeah, we're looking to take this trade, guys. Now we pulled back and we're able to have some movement upwards. And we had this low volume area right here above us, guys. So, I don't know. I don't want to be the one to tell you to get out of the trade. We're in an established uptrend, and you generally have to give it the benefit of the doubt, man. You have to give an established uptrend the benefit of the doubt. I'm not seeing strong resistance up here until, let's see here. 0.0065, and we're right now at 0.0048. Next resistance of 0.0059, and low volume node all the way from really right above current price up to that 6533. So not a lot of buying and selling taking place here, more buying and selling taking place here. But if we are to continue moving up, then $1.5 million Bitcoin by 2022. Yes, excellent. All right. But as you guys can see here, well, you know, sorry, it's difficult. It's difficult to see. Gosh darned it. It's hard to do this on TradingView with my frickin' mug up here, guys. But I'm trying my best. Trying my best for you. All right, so low volume node area here is what I'm trying to say, guys. So if we can get into this area that starts at 0.049, I think we're probably going to go all the way up to 0.055 or 0.0055. All right, so that's some pretty goddamn bullish movement. What price am I selling Ripple at? $3. Yep, that's right, Scott. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that notification bell if you want to be notified when we go live. It's pretty much every day. And make sure to smash that like button, guys. What price am I going to sell Ripple at, man? Listen, I'm not a hodler, dude. Like, I've got Ripple, but I trade. I'm a trader, man. Like, that's what I do for a living. The only coin that I hold for the long term is Bitcoin. I trade Ripple. I'll trade in and out of Ripple all day long. I'll trade in and out of Litecoin all day long. I'll trade in and out of Ethereum all day long. Why don't I put myself in the lower left-hand corner? That's probably a good idea. I just didn't want to cover up the Fisher transform. But that's where I used to put myself. Let's try that out real quick. You guys will bear with me. I kind of want to get rid of this frame anyways. There we go. There we go. How do you guys like that? Is that a little cleaner? Get rid of this crap too. There we go. There we go. Is that cleaner? Yeah, man, PuppyTube, that's exactly why I'm a trader, man, because, you know, people, here's the thing, man, like, when there's no backtesting strategy that is going to perform better, there's no, hey, man, cool, thanks. You're welcome, crypto friends, thanks, man. Yes, I mean, that's just the thing, man, like, there's no, even if you follow the simplest moving average strategy, then you're going to perform better than just hodling. Like whether it was Bitcoin or whether it was so crypto friends, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'd be looking to tentatively take profits, but you've got a lot of upside potential, man. A lot of upside potential. And you know, you got to give it the benefit of the doubt. You got to give it the benefit of the doubt. So I'd be looking for this new bottom to hold. Be looking for this new low to hold, guys. And we're looking at a tentative support. We're looking at tentative resistance right here. But again, as long as this, and I know this sucks, that's why I'm saying, like, you could go ahead and take profits on this movement right now. And if we break into this area, yeah, you can go ahead and market buy back in. But as long as this point of control right here holds at 0.041, then we're still looking at trading to the upside. And I know that's a big margin of error, but the thing is, this is crypto, man. Like, we're talking about 30% moves up, 15% moves down. Sent the stock market where you got a 1% stop loss. You got it. These coins on the daily time frame, which I find is the most profitable, then you got to be willing to accept a different style of drawdown. Different style of drawdown. All right. Bought Bitcoin about a month ago. Yeah, I'm from the USA, man. I'm from the USA. Thanks for joining us, man. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Like, again, this is what I was saying. There's no here. We'll just. I want to show you guys what I mean. So let's go to Bitcoin. Want to pull up Bitcoin, right? And let's find, like, here. Let me find a simple one for you guys. Let me get rid of all these indicators on the chart, and I'm gonna pull up a very good indicator, right? This is a very good one for beginners. So you're gonna go into pivot, reversal. Just go up in TradingView. And you're going to click on the built-in script, pivot reversal strategy. pivot reversal strategy, okay, and go into performance summary. This is what I really like about TradingView. So in performance summary, you can just see here, buy and hold return. Okay, hold on a second. We've got to actually, let's see here. We got to mess with our settings. Inputs. Okay. So pivot reversal strategy. Properties. Let's say we got initial capital of 10,000 and our base currency is USD. And no pyramiding. And let's give it 0.1%, actually 0.03% commission. And let's try that. Order size, USD, allow up to 1 order. And order size is going to be, well, 10,000. So you're entering with 1,000% of your capital per position. Try that out. Okay. All right, fuck it. Order size, 10% of equity. There we go. Okay, so we go to strategy tester and we go to performance summary. Buy and hold return, 2,300%. You'd have made 70% more of that in net profit using the pivot reversal strategy just on the daily on Coinbase, all right? And you can see it's a good strategy, guys. It's a good strategy. All right, Michelle. Thanks for joining us, guys. You can see the pivot reversal strategy is a good strategy here, guys, but it's not the best. But it's a simple one. It's an easy one. It's a good one to follow if you're a beginner. And this would have given you better returns. See, I mean, fuck, you would have bought in here and you wouldn't have sold until like 14,000. And that's pretty similar with some of the best traders that I was watching throughout all of 2018. Don't get it twisted, dude. There's not a single person out there who was telling you guys to sell at 19,000. I mean, just try to remember, like, go back to the bull run of 2018 and see if you remember if anybody was saying to sell the top. Was anybody saying that? No, they weren't, because everybody was just crypto crazy, you know? And so this I just want to teach you guys, like, the realities of trading, how to trade effectively, how to avoid making mistakes. Yeah, I know. Yeah, thanks, Gotta Watch. I was just trying to show something super quick. I don't really want to show. I'm working on my source code for the Fisher transform for my custom indicators. I've got 3 different strategies that I'm currently working on porting out, and then they'll also be able to be automated. Whether you want to use auto view, that's, you know, you guys can see up here. I'm currently kind of playing around with auto view and see if I can get everything to go from. Jawohl, mein Freund. Wie geht's es Ihnen, Crypto Friends? Ich spreche ein klein Deutsch. Hey, man. Thanks for joining us from Germany, man. No one other than you? What do you mean, man? God, you're killing me. But yeah, typically any simple strategy, like even the simplest like moving average strategy, say you buy when price goes over the 30-day moving average and you sell when price goes under the 30-day moving average, you would have made more money and preserved your capital than if you would have just tried to make the bull run up. And the reason why I say that is because then people will point out, guys, well, yeah, but you would have missed the whole movement. Guys, like 80% of you missed the movement. 80% of you didn't sell at 19,000 or 17,000 or 15,000. You know, I'm not trying to point any of you guys out. I'm just talking about the retail traders that were trading Bitcoin. Most of them like held until like 12 or 10,000, sold, maybe bought back in, price went all the way down to 6K and they didn't buy. They waited until price went up to 9 and then they bought, and then price moved down against them and then they sold again. And then they bought when price went back up to 7, price went back down to 6. Oh, yeah, thanks, Scott. Yeah. I mean, listen, I don't want to take credit because it's not like I was like banging the it's not like I was banging the drums and telling everybody like, hey, sell at 19K. I mean, I was still tentatively bullish just like everybody else. I thought the world was about to change. We were on the precipice of something amazing, which we are and we still are. But yeah, I was also trying to say, guys, we need to be cautious around this level, guys. A lot of volume coming in, a lot of buying, a lot of selling about to take place. This is dangerous territory. But I mean, that's part of the thing when you're like, when, you know, trading the stock index, right? Like trading the SPX, SPX was making all-time highs, DJI making all-time highs this year. When you're making new all-time highs, you expect for price to continue to keep going up, right? Until you have like a major retracement level. Enter Enigma, man. Thanks for joining the stream. You're right. They're fools. But again, they just didn't learn how to trade. And that's what I'm trying to talk about and teach you guys how to trade, guys. So yeah, having a good trading strategy will allow you to avoid shit like this. To avoid buying in here and selling here. We'll avoid buying in here and selling here. Oh, we got somebody from X42 Coin. Decoder, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. So as you can see, like just when pivot reversal strategy is telling you to sell, this is when most people are buying. They're buying when price is going up, right? They're not buying when price is going down. And that's when you should be buying. You should be buying. The only way to buy these bottoms, guys, is to buy when everybody's scared. You guys got to, that's the best way to trade. It's the best way to learn. Buy when you think price is at a really bad spot and sell when you think price is going to keep going up and up and up and up. Trade against your, discipline yourself to trade against your mentalities. So I'll be honest with you, I don't know a whole lot about X42 Coin. We just partnered with Your Crypto Daily, and I know that they're working with X42 Coin. I'll go ahead and let that slide, man. But yeah, it's a new project that they're working on. What's your take on Bitcoin Cash lead up to the hard fork? Much love from Australia. All right, Ibby Boxer, man. Thanks for joining the stream. Actually, we got somebody from Australia that's going to be coming on, the guy behind the ZOX project. He doesn't really want to talk about it too much, but I've been talking to him. He's a really smart guy. Really enjoy our conversation. So I'm going to bring him onto the live stream. We're going to have some good conversation about governance, diffusion of innovation, and just he's an old school Bitcoiner, man. So it's going to be a great conversation. So you guys can kind of get the take from an old school Bitcoiner. But what's my take on the Bitcoin Cash lead up to the hard fork? I think that Bitcoin Cash is going to crash after the hard fork, and that price is going to run up tentatively until the hard fork. But you're going to be wanting to look to take profit before the actual fork date. And again, for those of you who have been watching for a while, like go back and watch my videos on Ethereum Classic, on Pearl, on frickin' Z Classic. I mean, that's my strategy, guys. Like you buy the rumor and you sell the news. So the news that Bitcoin Cash is going to hard fork, of course, price is going to pump because people are expecting that people just think that they're going to like hold on to this new crap coin and it's going to be valuable and they're going to make a whole bunch of money. Well, that didn't work with Bitcoin Private and Z Classic. You would have made a fortune buying Z Classic on the rumor that holding Z Classic would have given you Bitcoin Private, and then you would have made a killing if you would have just sold before the fork. Sell before the fork. I mean, we did this with what was that other frickin' one? We did this with I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look through our trade journal. This was back in early 2018. It's split on Bittrex, not Nano. Starts with an N, not Nem. Maybe Scott. I don't know if you remember what I'm talking about, but we've traded a lot of forks, guys. There were a ton of forks back in the beginning of 2018, and we traded them all the same way. You know, you buy on the rumor that price is running up, and then you're able to sell, right before the fork. Because people want to like hold on to all these random coins and they think that's the best way to profit. Like, I truly don't believe that. I truly believe the best way to profit is to develop a good trading strategy and then just do that and hold Bitcoin. You don't need to like randomly speculate on all these coins that are going to go like 1,000x. You don't need to. Like you just develop a strategy, and if you don't have the time to do it, I mean, you can get a good, like with a month of research, a month of studying, and a little bit of money, like $100, a couple $100, maybe 500. You know, depending on how advanced you want to get, you can look at like Profit Trailer or Hass or all these other things to automate the strategy that you want, and then just trade what you want, man, and you'll be looking good. Now, I'm not huge on automated trading because I prefer to do my own thing. I think that I'm able to catch better movements that way, and that's what I recommend for people to learn. Because if you, I don't see how you would have to understand a little bit of how to trade if you're gonna be telling this bot what to do. You know, using like standardized bot settings is going to give you very low margins, right? As opposed to being able to learn spot setups or just following along with somebody who knows what they're talking about. Thanks, Ibby. I appreciate it, man. Let's see here. Yeah, Decoder, if you guys want to bring somebody on Your Crypto Daily, we could talk on Your Crypto Daily about it, or maybe we could figure something out and talk about you guys on the live stream, because Johnny Boy, Red Planet, they've talked positively about X42, so I'd be interested in learning a little bit about it. All right. If you trade PuppyTube HD, if you trade, don't you end up having to pay tax? Well, yeah. And it was worth it. It was worth it. Let me tell you this. If you develop a good strategy, then if you develop a good strategy, which my strategy, again, as I've been talking about for a while, guys, BPVR, sentiment analysis, counter trend trading, and Fisher transform for general buy and sell signals and overbought and oversold. Different strategies for different market conditions. Consolidation is a strategy, breakout is a strategy, scraping the bottom is a strategy, counter trend trading is a strategy, trend trading is a strategy, right? 5 simple strategies, and I'll be putting out 101 videos on all these simple strategies in the future and how you can use my indicators to work along with them. And then if there's enough interest in that, then probably what I'll be doing is automating all this as part of our subscription package, guys. Great splash in the water to jump in with default trading on bots while learning to trade. Yeah, it's not a terrible idea. It's not a terrible idea. You know, like I would probably recommend 3 commas actually. 3 commas, you can kind of go on there and you can kind of look for successful bots and just kind of copy them. And you can, you know, just start very small, start with like $100, you know, just like $100, $20, whatever. You know, trading Bitcoin pairs, trading Tether pairs if you want to stay in a stable coin. And yeah, I mean, I've played around with the 3 commas bots. I've played around with Haas. I've played around with Profit Trailer and all that stuff, and Hopper and Feeder and all that stuff. But I just prefer to trade manually, man. It gives me, you know, it's just good. I'm able to use my own common sense, and it's the way that I trade. It's hard to program a bot that way. You know, it's hard. You know, it's hard. Now, if there's a developer out there that would like to give me a shout out and maybe help me like develop a bot the way that I want to develop a bot, hey, I would, you know, I'd love to hear it, man. I'd love to hear it, but I just don't see the way that I trade how you could program. But I mean, don't worry. We do have bots in development that center around volume data and the Fisher transform, which I think is probably one of the best indicators that you can use. If you guys want a simple strategy, like it's not done yet. If you guys hop in the Discord, and it will be a perk to premium subscribers. Potentially looking at setting up a Patreon, so we could do that. But right now, if you guys want to follow along with our trade signals and our trade ideas and our one-on-one mentorship program, it's $49.99 per month. Or you can look at the 3-month package or the 6-month package or the 1-year package. You save quite a bit of money if you upgrade. You guys can find that on Discord or go to crackingcryptocurrency.com. Scott, hit him with them links, man. And yeah, so we will be offering those bots and those trading resources to subscribers, and potentially maybe in the future on like maybe Patreon support. But just right now, we want to help the people that are keeping us on air, obviously, man. And we appreciate all you guys watching and viewing, man. So let's see here. So yeah, I do have to pay taxes on trading, and it was worth it. It was worth it. I just paid them like regular capital gains tax for trading options or futures in the United States, and it was worth it. And you're able to claim losses up to a certain percentage based on your income bracket, or deduct losses, and you have to pay taxes on your gains. VP came from X42. Well, thanks for joining the stream, man. I really appreciate it. There's the Discord link, guys. If you guys want to hop in the Discord, we do offer free trade signals, completely free. Chat room, completely free. Feel free to come in and join the community. There's some great traders in there as a resource. And then if you guys are interested in upping your game and following along with our custom trade ideas, just hit us up in the Discord. We should have the payment form on the website here fairly soon, but right now we're just doing things in BTC. All right, let's see here. A couple things I wanted to take a look at this morning. You guys are going to join me. So I did want to look at kind of my idea for GTO. So this is an example I wanted to talk about. Ooh, BitTube Redirector X42 Army. All right, hey, you guys are fun, dude. Digging it. All right. So here was my original thesis on GTO. And I was looking at staggering into the trade actually like starting 2 days ago. And I since have like repositioned how I want to do things. And what I mean by that is that most of the people that was following along with the trade like didn't enter until relatively now, which is a little bit better obviously, but I'm okay with the drawdown. And the reason I'm okay with the drawdown is there's good news coming out on Gifto. There's lots of, do I think it's like a really valid token? Like, absolutely not. Like, but there's some good positive news coming out. A lot of people are talking about it. That's good. I'm trying to buy the rumor, sell the news. And, we got this huge consolidation period right here. So when a coin's in consolidation, and it's in bullish consolidation, guys. It's in bullish consolidation. There's a lot more buying than selling here. And after a long downturn, with decreasing volume and consolidation, this is good. This is what I'm looking for. Like all these little slow movements, that's fine. That's just letting me know that we're coming back down to an area where more accumulation will take place. And I'm okay with us dropping a little bit lower, man. So really below, like where would I be out of the trade now? Like 978, 940, I think is actually what I said. Right? And the reason why is because there's good upside potential. Like this is our last strong support right here at 1003. Okay? And I'm looking for that to hold here at 1003. And you can see that we wicked down below it and then we came right back up. Now, is it a potential that we drift a little bit lower? Yeah, sure, that's absolutely fine. But where does our volume end? Well, let's see here. 980 is where I'd call it to be safe on a GTO entry. All right? And we can see that that's where this support was held up, but it's just not super strong, guys. And there's not a lot of volume underneath us. So I have to assume that if we get rejected from a high volume node, we go to a low volume node. And since that's such a wide range, I mean, really, you're talking from that 984 level, I mean, potentially all the way down to 827. So it's just going to be, it would be a lot easier for me to enter at a later point in time rather than, worry about staggering this up. But again, you have to look at the risk to reward ratio. So let's assume that you're entering now and your stop's here and you're targeting coming back up to the top of that consolidation range. Or even if you're just targeting the next high volume node, well, that gives you 9% to the upside and 2.48% to the downside. Now, do I normally trade altcoins this tight? No. Normally when I trade altcoins, I'm willing to take like 10 to 15% drawdown because I'm aiming for 20-25% upside. But in this case, like, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm underwater on this trade, guys, because I started entering right around here. I started entering right around here, and I was accumulating here, and now I'm accumulating a little bit more here, and I'm looking for that movement up to the top of the consolidation range, and I'm looking at least in the short term to come up back above this point of control. But as long as we stay in this consolidation area right here, I'll still be accumulating. Because it's such a tight stop that I don't have a lot of downside potential. Now, the one thing that does concern me is the Fisher top below zero. Normally, that is when I want to be getting out of a trade. But you have to take that into account with where volume's at and what's going on. So yeah, as a potential that we break to the downside, that's fine. But I'll take a 2% loss on a trade for 9 to 10% upside. And it's one of the few losing trades that I'm in right now. Oh shit, Johnny Boy Crypto joining the stream. What's up, dude? Hey, man. Johnny Boy, smash that like button, guys. All right. Dude, I'm not just half bald. Ramash Kavas. Are the periods necessary after each period? Or after each word? And also... also, hey, if you want me to talk about Ripple, all right, Johnny Boy. I've been live for like an hour and 20 minutes. But I suppose I could do a little bit more if you get some people in. If you want me to talk about XRP, talking about my baldness is probably not the way to go, but it's all right. I'm quite comfortable with my baldness. In fact, I've been thinking about shaving my head again, but not entirely sure that I want to. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, God, Scott's never going to let me hear the end of that one. It happened. The comments about my hair on the stream. This is what happens, man. This is what happens to your hair when you live through the bear market. Yeah. I think, hey, Johnny Boy, I think I want to take a break for a little while, man. I've been live for like an hour and 20 minutes, dude. So let's just plan on doing that a little bit later. You heard? Let's see here. No shave November. Yeah, there you go, man. Yeah, once November's over, maybe we'll look at doing it a little bit differently. Stash, hell yeah, you did. Got thinned out across the board. I'll have to look at that. I just saw your DM, Scott. I'll look at that here in a second. All right, Streamlabs. Pull that up over here. All right. Yeah, if there's nothing anybody wants me to look at, I guess we can just talk a little bit about. Let's go to the website. Let's go to the website. Maybe I'll touch on a little psychology. All right, guys. So obviously, just point your browser over to crackingcryptocurrency.com. That's what you want to do. And you want to click this button right here. And it's going to take you to our Discord. Wow. Why am I like that? Looks weird. Okay, there we go. It's going to take you to our Discord. Where you want to be. Come over here to Trading Services. Click on Chat Group. Website is being updated as we speak. You can see what we offer for our services. Join the Discord group. Join the Discord group. This button in the future, I don't know if it's going to look exactly like this, but it's going to be, you're going to be able to purchase with PayPal, credit card, blah, 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 all that stuff right here. Right now, we only accept BTC payments because we're bullish on BTC. How's Waves doing? But yeah, that's definitely what you want to do. All right, let's take a look at Waves. Already looked at Bitcoin Gold. All right, and we're starting to lag again. So let me update, hide. Now that that's updated, let me refresh the page. All right, so let's just look at the consolidation area. Actually, I want to get more market data here, guys. Let me plot this out. So where's strong resistance? There's some strong resistance right there. And we've got strong right there, I think is quite perfect. And where's our next area of strong? There, right there. And then this is fairly weak. Okay. So then coming down here, where are we at? Well, we've got right here. And that's fairly strong support right there. And that's weak. And we also have this area right there. Strong. All right. So looking at waves, well, look fantastic. Wave does not look. All right, so if we take this consolidation area into account, which will allow us to take this market data in, but now we're pulling from up here, so we've got to get it to where we're just getting the downwards consolidation, guys. There we go. Okay, so we broke down from the point of control, and we've got this relatively node of volume below us here at 2592. Sorry. 2592. And so that's about 8 to 9% downwards. And we were not able to hold this node right here at 2968. So clearly we were playing the consolidation pickup right here. Clearly we're picking the consolidation pickup right here. But what do we see here? Are we seeing bullish divergence on the 1 daily chart? Could be. Could be. We're going to have to see what happens when we form that new low. That is the kind of divergence that I want to see. That's what I want to see to move us back up to this previous resistance level, 2954, 3198. Payday requesting BAT as well in the Discord. Johnny Boy says, growing my beard now, going bald as well. Getting old sucks. Yeah, man. Getting old sucks, dude. But, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world, dude. There are worse things, man. You know, I would argue that, I don't know, its own consequences too, you know what I mean? I think I kind of like this setup a little bit better, getting rid of that, like, kind of like gamery, like, green shadow chat box. I like this a little bit better. Hopefully you guys do too. So, yeah, man, I'm not going to lie. Waves does not look absolutely fantastic. Rejection right here from the volume area, the significant areas of volume. And now we're just kind of trading in this no man's zone, right? You know, so we're just looking to scrape accumulation. And again, we've got this pattern of lower lows and lower highs. So is this a channel that's going to break out? I don't know. Seems like that's a pretty accurate support trending line right there. And can we find a fairly accurate ascending right there? Well, that seems pretty accurate. See, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches of the trend line, so it's valid. So we would be trying to take that breakout trade. And what I'm looking for here is not all hope's lost on waves, guys. Just because we're trading below low volumes of, just because we've got a lot of resistance overhead doesn't mean these are good margins for us to start breaking through, guys. We got to be, you know, I'm tentatively bullish on altcoins as we sit on them right now. So what I'm really looking to see here is right now, so waves would have entered us into waves on this candlestick, and it's cutting our losses because it's telling us to get out right now. So fairly short loss if you're trading on the daily time frame. But again, what I'm looking to see is that bullish divergence here, because here we have a low, and are we going to establish a lower low? I doubt it. Now, if we zoom into the current range, we can see that we're finding support on the recent low volume area. All right, and then we're just looking at getting above 3,000. All right, so getting above 3,000. Look, low volume nodes right here, guys, though we can move all the way up to 3,200. So the ranges are pretty good. Another crap live vaping serial killer looking TA channel. Get the fuck out. Hey, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. That's what we do. It's what we do here, JJR. It's what we do. All right, let's see here. So I'd like to see that bullish divergence on that Fisher transform. Not all hope is lost. Not all hope is lost here on waves. All right. Seeing that price is not able to move significantly lower than this area, which again is the lower area of the volume profile. If we zoom in here and see what's going on with recent price action. All right. So getting below this, I'm a little concerned. So let's see if this support holds right here. But again, this is the channel that we've been establishing. So you could be looking to scrape up here. But we were only able to make a 50% return right here. Thank you, Scott. Exactly. Not all things are as they seem. All right, so we're looking for 29.94 to break, and then we're looking at testing that upper level of the channel. So I don't see the point of selling it right now when you could be looking at a retest. So you can wipe out all this drawdown with one movement back up to the top of the channel. So you never want to, you never want to, you want to cut your losses, but you don't want to exit at it. Maybe it's the first legit vaping educated trading channel. Just for that, I got to take a vape. I don't know who the fuck else is doing live vaping TA. I don't know if I'm just out of the loop. But yeah, I vape, man. It's better than smoking. Serial killer, though. That's pretty harsh. Jeez. Oh, you guys are awesome, man. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the support, man. Listen, I mean, look, the dude's entitled to his opinion. That's absolutely fine. It's cool, man. People are entitled to their opinion. If you don't want to hear TA because I look like a serial killer in your opinion and I vape, that's fine. That's fine with me. But for the rest of us, that's just a theory, a game theory. All right. So yeah, man, I'm tentatively hopeful here on waves. Not the best setup, but it's not a horrible setup. So let's look at BAT per payday. And if you mean serial killing the losses and leaving significant gains in the pocket, yeah. All right, so yeah, this is the same thing. This is the chart that I had drawn yesterday for BAT, guys. I had talked about us trading in this flat top descending wedge, or flat bottom descending wedge, excuse me. So this channel's been respected all the way back since January of 2018. And the low has been established here at 23.22. All right, so now we're at the top of the channel, and us being listed on Coinbase doesn't mean jack all to me. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But, haters gonna hate, man. So, we're at the top of the channel. I'm looking for it to be respected. Now, if we have the breakout trade, as I indicated here by this beautiful squiggly line, if we have a breakout trade, pull back to test resistance as support, and then here we go. Any small cap cryptos to look out for? Patcoin, Wire, Vitae. Johnny, it's just not the thing I do, man. I can only chart based off market data. So, I like the TradingView platform, and it's really hard for me to anything that's on Cryptopia or anything that's on KuCoin or is really, really low, small. Anything that's really low, small cap coverage type stuff, I can't give trading recommendations on it. And the reason why is because there's not enough reliable market data with liquidity for me to be able to find predictable patterns in the market. Now from a tech point of view, I think that some of the technology that they're developing is very interesting, and I'm interested and excited to talk about that. That's why, if they want to come on the show, that's why I promote what you guys are doing. But whether I can give recommendations on speculative investments, I don't mean that to sound harsh, but I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. I'm just a chartist, man, and I'm just a trader based on what I do. And my strategy is not my strategy is trading in and out of generally high liquidity coins. Oh, don't give me the ... Johnny. I already talked about X42. I like the guys. They're holding up good. But it's like, I just don't have any market data to get points off of, you know? I mean, right now, everything's in, you got to lean on the fundamentals a lot more with those newer small cap coins. Yeah, absolutely. You know, absolutely. I think there's a lot of good, exciting projects. And as far as those go, they're all in an accumulation. They're all in an accumulation phase. So you want to take the ones that you feel, you want to allocate like a good 5 to 10% of your portfolio. Mike 500 says I can help get them on the show. Hey, man, they're more than welcome to come on, dude. We can do that. Chart monkey activate. Just have yeah, the X42 guys were on a little bit. And again, I don't know a whole lot about the X42 project, but they were talking about their thing. And again, I'm open to having more people come on and talk about what they do. And but you know, just as far as me looking at, you know, price targets, support levels, resistances, and all those things. With low cap coins, it's very, very difficult for me to do that, especially with my trading strategy. So I gotta stick to what I'm good at, man. Johnny here for the Cracking Crypto love. All right, so yeah, BAT still is dead to me, man. BAT's still dead. Like, you know, a lot of resistance, a lot of sellers, bulls not able to push the price up above resistance. Low, high volume node generating right here, meaning a lot of selling is taking place with this price action. BAT more than likely going down. I mean, if I could short BAT right now, I would be shorting BAT into the ground. No, and I get that, and I really like it, man. I really appreciate the support of the stream. And I'm not saying anything negative about their project or anything like that. But as far as charting and liquidity data and looking at support and resistance and giving trade ideas and trade setups, that's my thing, man. That's my shtick. So probably looking at a retest of 42.33. We test 42.33 and we seem a little bullish from there. I mean, we could maybe see a range trade back up to the upside here, but pretty sure that yeah, I'm pretty sure that upon this Coinbase listing, I mean, it's been listed on Coinbase. They're just waiting for more liquidity to initiate first trades, but price is going to go down significantly, I think. Can I pull that data up? It's not listed yet. It's not listed yet on TradingView. But from the last I understood, they were still waiting. They didn't have enough liquidity on Coinbase to actually initiate trading. So that's never a good sign. That's never a good sign. But again, what I've been talking about is when you launch things on an exchange, all you're doing is providing an avenue for people to sell. You're not really providing an avenue for people to buy, because people that already have BAT are looking to dump it. They're not really looking to purchase it. All the purchasing already took place. The run-up already happened. Yeah, it got to pull back significantly. All right. Well, guys, I've been live for an hour and 37 minutes. Whew. All right, guys. Let's pay some bills real quick. Guys, head on over to discord.crackingcryptocurrency.com and crackingcryptocurrency.com. Just type it into your browser. Go over there. Do it now. That's what you want to do. Follow along with our trade ideas, signal ideas, and our one-on-one mentorship program. All that stuff's going live as we speak. Got a lot of stuff in beta phase, trading bots, signals bots. And more stuff that's going to be rolling out every day. Hey, thanks, Decoder. Hey, thanks. Hey, all you guys from the X42 project. Wasn't saying anything whatsoever negative about your project. I am totally cool and open to learning more about what you guys do. And if you guys would like to come on the show and discuss what you guys are doing, I love to talk about technology, and I like to talk about new and exciting cryptocurrency projects. And Johnny Boy's been very positive about you guys, and Johnny Boy's been a great supporter of the show. So I look forward to it, guys. DM me. I think I'm in your Discord, so DM me. Maybe we can set something up. Guys, thanks everybody so much for joining us today. Really great stream today, guys. Great stream, just like yesterday. Thanks to Mass Stash, Scott Lanto, team member, for moderating. Thanks to Johnny Boy Crypto from Your Crypto Daily, moderating, helping us out. Really appreciate it, guys. Thanks to all the people watching from X42, watching us on YouTube, watching us on Twitch. Make sure to smash that like button. My first TA show and I'm liking it. Well, man, we appreciate having you here. We appreciate the support, guys.